What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training. Today we're going to be breaking down some of Hunter Renfrow's route running and how he's able to create separation on these routes. We're going to be talking about how you guys can run kind of this like hook stop route against zone coverage, then how you guys can run a perfect whip route, okay? So I hope this video helps you guys out. Hope it gives you some value. And again, fellas, if you're a wide receiver and you want some more information on how you guys can get stronger, more explosive, you want to get faster this offseason in only 90 days, check out that very first link in the description for our 12-week-long wide receiver gym workout plan. What this is a 3-month-long schedule, 90 days of wide receiver gym workouts broken down with sets, repetitions, examples of each exercise, all to make you a faster, more explosive, and better overall wide receiver. So check out that very first link below if you guys want to know the specific things wide receivers need to do in the gym. We map out everything for you on a 3-month-long basis in the gym to improve your overall skills. Let's get back to this video, okay? So now, first things first here with this route from Hunter Renfrow, there's a question we get asked a lot. Like, hey, if I got a linebacker sitting in front of me and then I have coverage over the top, maybe it's like a bracket coverage, maybe it's a zone coverage, how do I get open? So there's a common look out of the slot that you're going to see. You're going to have an inside back or an outside backer sitting to the inside of you. He's probably got his eyes on the quarterback to start, and he's in zone. His entire goal right here with your route, if you were running a vertical route past like 5 yards, his goal is to reroute you. His goal is to get hands to screw up the timing with the quarterback. So as a wide receiver, I can't be afraid of that. So many wide receivers, what they'll do is like he has to run this kind of like choice route, right? Pretty much what Renfrow's route is you got to find open grass and you have to sit down. So when you have a DB who's like this, or a linebacker, I should say, or a safety walk down who's like this, you can't avoid this guy. You have to attack this guy. You have to put him on the defensive because chances are if they're bringing him down, he's probably not the best coverage guy, right? So if I just know what to do and know how to create some separation, I can get space. So Renfrow, what he decides to do right here, which is why he's such a great route runner, is he's very twitchy with his movement. You see how he attacks this DB. He doesn't try to run around this DB and then go sit to the open grass because he knows if he just tries to run away, this DB or this safety is going to get right into his hip and completely reroute him. We want to attack him. We want to square him up. We want to give him a quick move, and then I want to get up into this route. So that's exactly what he does. He attacks him, gives him that quick little move to the outside, get the linebacker to jump outside of the safety, and then we could work up into this route, and then we could go find open grass. So make sure, fellas, why it's a great example from Renfrow here, is that you got to not be afraid of that inside linebacker, outside backer who's going to try to get hands and reroute. You have to take it to him, but you can't take forever. A lot of guys will make the mistake of taking forever right here. See how Renfrow, he comes off, but his movement's very twitchy. What a lot of guys will do is they'll attack the leverage of this guy, and they'll give too many moves, take forever, and that linebacker or safety walk down did his job. He rerouted you, he didn't necessarily reroute you, but he screwed up timing with the quarterback. The key is we want to be able to keep timing with the quarterback, especially when it's zone coverage. Now, if it's off man coverage, different scenario. Maybe he's in more of a squatted stance and his eyes are on this receiver, and then maybe there's no safeties over the top or one safety. That's a different story. But when it's zone coverage, you have to get up to the window. You have to get up to the open space fast because that quarterback is going through progressions and he wants to get this ball out in the window that the play requires it to get out. So it's a great job by Renfrow bursting up, attacking that leverage, not being afraid of that coverage, and then being able to snap this thing off and sit in that open grass. We want to be a quarterback's best friend when it's zone coverage out of the slot. We want to always make sure we are finding that open grass. Watch the thing again, full speed one more time. Great job by Renfrow attacking him, giving him that quick move, pushing up vertical, and then finding the open grass to make the catch against that bracket type coverage. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about this whip route here that he runs. Now, we're not going to focus too much on the release. We're mainly going to be focusing on the break point and how he's able to have such great change of direction. That's one of the things that makes Hunter Renfrow one of the best route runners in the league is how violent, how explosive his change of direction is. So he hits him with this slide release, breaks to the slant route, bam, snaps this thing right off and is able to get some separation on a whip route. So why is that such a great route? So when you guys are running any kind of route, there's 3 phases to it. The selling phase, the break point, and then the acceleration. A lot of times, it's not that complicated, fellas. A lot of people say that I talk about the same thing over and over again with videos. Yeah, it's probably not far off the truth because I'm not going to bullshit you guys and I'm not going to make stuff up to try to get views or clicks. I'm going to tell you guys what's going to work and how you guys are actually going to be able to get open. And it comes down to 3 things. You have to sell, you have to create energy, and you have to accelerate. That's plain and simple how it is. So when Renfrow's running this route, he's running a whip route. What are we trying to sell? We're either trying to sell drag or we're trying to sell slant. In this case, it's like a slide release. He's selling a slant. So when we burst on a slant, I got to do 3 things to sell. When I break off of that thing, I got to have some speed. That DB will not open up his hips and not commit if he feels like I'm half-assed in the break, if he feels like I'm jogging, if he feels like I'm taking choppy steps. But if I actually accelerate and I actually go, that's what gets him to open up those hips and drive on the first initial move of this thing. So we got to make sure that I go. That's number 1. We can't take choppy steps. So that's exactly what Renfrow does right here. Now, when I'm bursting, what do you have to do? You got to commit your eyes. And it doesn't necessarily be like you have to snap him to the quarterback. You just have to snap your head around because, again, if it's a drag, you're not going to be looking right away. But if it's a slant, you might be be looking right away, but we have to commit with speed and we have to commit there with my eyes. Now, when you snap your head around, what do you think is going to happen? That's the third thing. When a DB is in press coverage, what's he supposed to be watching? Yes, his eyes are in the backfield right now, but when he's on us, what's he looking at? Torso, body language, reading the hips. So when we run this double move, especially if it's like an off coverage situation, we got to commit my shoulders and my hips. Now, that's how you sell the route. Now, how do you get out of the route? When you do all of these things, if you don't have a violent change of direction, you're not going to be able to get out of the route running full speed like this. You're going to have a lot of wasted steps, a lot of movement if you don't drop low. So you see when Renfrow goes into this thing, he drops his hips violently. He's shooting his hips down. He's bringing his chin to his knee, and he's taking powerful steps. That's how you change direction when running full speed. When you're actually selling a route, when you're committed, the only way you get out of this route is by being violent. If he tries to just chop his steps right here, he's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. That gives the DB more time to react. But if we're violent, if we snap on the inside foot, hook the outside foot around, and we're in a low explosive position, that can get us to the third phase of the route, which is the acceleration, where he can just drive off of this hook leg, pump those arms. The arms are incredibly important when you guys accelerate out of the route and then make this play. It's a great break point, great example of how to sell the route and then how you guys can get out of this thing explosively. That's why Renfrow is such a great route runner. He's got a violent change of direction. He's able to sell routes. He's able to get out of routes smoothly due to how low he's able to drop on those things. Let's watch it again full speed one more time. Great job by Renfrow setting him up outside, snapping this thing right off, and then obviously creating enough separation to score this TD. Great overall route. All right, guys, we want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to leave those in the comment section below. I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Always appreciate the feedback, and it is always great to hear from you guys as well. And if you guys have any questions on this, like I said, leave those below. We'll get back to you when I can. And also, fellas, if you guys want a 12-week-long wide receiver gym workout schedule, everything you need to do for 90 days as a wide receiver in the gym, check out that very first link in the description. I'll see you guys next time.